you know what, you really like a woman, and all of a sudden she tells you she's not ready for a relationship in this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what to say to a woman that tells you that she's not ready for a relationship. Hi everyone, I'm Emily Avanti, entertaining a relationship coach, founder of ApolloniaPlenty.com, and I'm still happier here. And if this is your first time visiting my channel, I welcome you to subscribe to this channel so you can get up-to-date dating and relationship advice every single day, almost every single day on this channel. Now let's get into it. A lot of times I see men being so disappointing because of the fact that they tell me, Avalonia, I've never felt this way about this woman, and now I'm so hurt because you might have been a man that's dated women before. I've never been able to find this woman that you really, really like. And then all of a sudden you found a woman that you like, and all of a sudden she says that she's not ready. You've possibly created a relationship or some type of encounter with this one where you're both of dating each other and going out, and things started to get more heavier and you shared your feelings with her only to say that she's not ready for a relationship. Right? I know how hard and how heavy this can be on your heart. And I know that a lot of men, when this happens, they go into a mode where they take on a lot of this, as there's something wrong with me if she doesn't want to be with me. Well, that's not always the case, and I want to be very clear about that because it's so important that we disconnect from somebody else's emotions. Because of the fact that, we are only responsible for what we want, okay? And what we are not someone else's. So if someone is just not ready for a relationship, it doesn't matter who comes into their life, they're just not ready. So most of the time, it doesn't have to do with you. And I want to be very clear about that now that I've stated that here is what you want to say to somebody that's not ready. And I really hope that you do take this video and stay strong and do it, because a lot of times your ego is going to be fighting you to keep on pushing her to convince her, because if you don't convince her, she's going to be with another man. Well, if that's the case, then she wasn't really into you in the first place. So stop trying to put your best foot forward and stop trying to jump fences for someone that's on the fence about. You always say that. Now what you're going to say to a woman when she tells you these harsh words saying, I'm not ready for a relationship, you're going to look at her and say, okay, thank you for letting me know that you're not ready for a relationship. And I totally understand. And I want to give you the space for you to create that opportunity to be ready. Because I can't be continuing on dating you, because ultimately I'm ready for something more. So I think the best thing for me to do is to give you space, and maybe, and hopefully, but maybe most of all, I'll be ready for a relationship, or I'll still be available when that time is right for you. Do you see the difference here? Because not only are you being honest, you're being upfront, but you're not giving your time and emotions anymore to someone who's not ready, because almost 100% of the time when you do this, you are the one that ends up getting her. If you're trying to convince someone to fall in love with you when they're just simply not ready, or they end up having a lot of regret when they end up in the relationship, because it wasn't something that they've wanted in the first place, and it makes it unhealthy and it makes it harder for you in the long run. But by saying something like this, you detach and you show up for yourself and you show up for you and the power of what you want in any of your truth, and you stand up and your composure and confidence and voice exactly what it is that you want. And when you voice exactly what it is that you want, what it does in a woman's, she says, oh, am I losing? I going, let me get my act together fast, because he might even find someone else, he's right. And this woman might try to convince you to be friends and all this stuff. And here's what I ask men, whether this happens. You have to ask yourself a question if this woman is saying that she wants to be friends with you and she doesn't want to lose you, and hopefully she'll be around. It's just a part of her that doesn't want to lose you because she wants to stay in the mix, to know if there's someone that is out there that you're dating and things like that. That's what that means. But if you are more on the fence of, not wanting to let her go and you're okay with just being her friend, eventually, this is my question to you. When a woman says, here it is, that she just wants to be friends and she just still wants you in her life as a friend after that, after you say this, then I want you to ask yourself this question: are you okay with being friends with this woman forever? And if that whole answer is no, just friends with this woman forever. And if that answer is no, then I encourage you to not be friends with this woman during this time of her finding herself, and let her come back to you. Yes, it'll be hard. Yes, will be challenging. But I can guarantee you, if you stick to this as months go on, you will get results. If you like to take video, please give it a thumbs up and share your comments, questions, and concerns. That always love to hear from you. and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as possible, as always. I hope to see you again in the next video, and remember, you are always left you.